emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Quick give. It's Pop. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus everything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Look out! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He'll try the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Right back to the well. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Here we go. Ready. Go! Russell from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out wide left, it's Kane. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They put the brakes on him.
What a great play by the linebacker. Did you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Trying to take it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
Makes the grab in their space. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell fires quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Left side, it's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Tigers send out the offense to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Turns it on down the left side. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown Auburn. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Move to his right. Wiggles free. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. The 20. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Man, that dude has some jets. They run the replay, forget handing the football off. He takes off, and he is a running back in open field.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Great job by the back on the option. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. Out wide left, it's Johnson.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. On the move. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Making his first move. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Russell. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. There he goes. Got the first down. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38 in the running game doing work. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Might as well run him again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Brown wants to pass. Rushes on. They get to him as he throws. Makes a grab and room to run. 10. Touchdown Tigers. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And the extra point is good. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Makes the quick grab. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's a bang-bang type play. RPO in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Glides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. He's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Changing the routes with his receivers. To the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Burrowing for yardage. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. Keelan Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Big fella moving. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's got it. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown will throw it. Got his man. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Second down coming up. Going with the counter play here. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Motion from the back. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field goal? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Brown wants to pass. They're all over it. And down he goes.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks, good things happen for your defense.
They punted away on 4th down. On the return. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for space. It's Hill. Breaks the tackle. Breaks into the open. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on the number 16 team, the Yukon Huskies. And it's the Cowboys in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Throws it deep. And he pulls it in at the 15. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Again, it's Russell. Rolls right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it. Hard running there. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone.
Here we go, ready, go, go!
Looking for running room. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable fourth down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
Still looking to his right. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on fourth down does not work.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. Using his legs, it's Cobb. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Here comes that Alabama offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing Russell. Buying time to his right. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Russell. Throws to the tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Will get to him at the 25.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Going with the ground game left. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Russell. Rush right in his face. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Russell. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Hits inside, it's Cobb. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll take it himself. Gets away from one, finds some space. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks. And just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
And he got it! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
Tide ready to roll on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And with the pick 6, touchdown Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Left side is Rodgers. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Second and long here.
Blue 22. Blue. Ready, go.
Keelan Russell. Out wide right, it's Jenkins. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
Go, go.
The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Brown wants to pass. Fires quickly. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the return, it's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Quarterback changing the play. Russell from the gun on third down. He's going to take off. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. They'll need a bunch on second down. It's a draw. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Throwing Russell.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically, this running back.
But, and he's got room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Russell. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. This time on target. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. From the gun, it's Cobb. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throws it off the RPO. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
The run inside. It's Washington. Swapped immediately. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's still a three-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Pulls and fires complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Follows his blocks. It's Hill. He stops. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Plows his way ahead. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Russell. Fires to the middle. That one's not even close.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And the defense has a big decision to make here. You've got the lead. It's late in the game, 4th quarter, critical 4th down. Are you going to sit back and play safe in coverage, or do you want to get aggressive and get after the quarterback here if you're anticipating pass?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Again, it's Russell. Under pressure. He's taking the deep shot. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Since 1893, this game has meant more to the fans in the state of Alabama than any other sporting event.